up, ladies? I'm here with a product review, and this product review is actually on Tresemme's Fresh Start Dry Shampoo. I actually got this bottle from Walmart for like $3.99, and I was a little suspicious just because of using it. I am African American, duh, and we only are supposed to wash our hair like every 2 weeks, but that really doesn't work out. I love that song. Anyways, Pretty Boy Swag just made me lose my... Okay, yeah. Anyway, I got this because I really want to try it on my weave first. And what I did was, after a week of doing all this stuff to my hair, you know, curling it, reapplying, you know, fine misting, hold, volume, hold, mousse, and everything. At the end of the week, the hair looks like kind of how it does right now. Like, it needs to be washed. So, but sometimes it annoys me to wash my hair because, like, especially right now, I have my real hair out up top. So, with that, my hair curls up, and I have to spend time drying it and flat ironing it. I don't like a lot of heat on my real hair. So what I end up doing is I was like, what can I do? Bam! I could get some dry shampoo. So let me just say, what you do is you shake it on up and you spray it. And you let it sit in there in your hair for a couple of seconds. And you guys can tell, you see little beads forming on there. And you just let it dry for a little bit. You let it dry, you let it dry, you let it dry. How long does the bottle say? Because normally I spray it and I walk away. It says leave it for a minute or two, so we'll leave it in for a minute. Okay, let me spray it a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to leave it in for a minute. Okay, so like I said, typically what I do is I get up in the morning and I spray it all up. Now the good thing is, when I did use it in the front part of my hair, it didn't wet my hair enough to really kink it up and curl it up. I went on, did what I had to do for the rest of the morning. And if you guys can see this white stuff starting to appear on my hands and like on my thumb, basically what it is, it has mineral clay in it. So that's the clay you're actually seeing like drying up on you. And what that clay does, it attaches itself to oil and leftover products and everything else in your hair. And what, after it dries, you kind of get this white film. And what you're going to do is you can use, this is the kind of brush I like to call it, I call it a wig or weave brush, because I typically don't use this on my real hair. Except if my hair is curly, and most of the time we use like this kind of brush on our real hair. But if you're using it on your weave, I would use this brush, and the only thing you do is you go in and you just brush it out, and you brush it out, brush it out, brush it out, and it just all falls out, you know. Like right now, I think that's good enough. And as you guys can see, you can't really see that much. Now, let me just say, because my best friend came over and she used it on her head, and when I walked in, her head was completely white. And I was like, OMG, what did you do? One important thing is to remember to spray at least 6 to 12 inches. Yeah, like 6 inches away from your head. You don't want to be spraying like this, because you're going to get a thick white film. You're going to get thick clay particles like all in your hair, and it's ridiculous. See, right now you can see the tint of white in there, but you really should not see it full on white. And I'm talking about it was full on, like how it was on my hand. Just imagine that all in your hair, and her whole head was full. So we spent the whole, like, just brushing, and it was like dust everywhere. So at least 6 inches away from your head, just spray. And I spray generous amounts. I always do what bottles say. I spray generous amounts. Just spraying away. And I use this brush and I brush it out. And you can see the white stuff. And look at that. Look at that. I love it. Look what it did. You see that? This part of my hair, I can already tell the way my hair looks. Now, please remind, this hair is old and it does have spritz in it. I don't think it does a very good job as far as like spritz. It will loosen up the spritz and things like that, but it's still a little stiff. See, I like to do it after I've done my hair for the night before. I'll go in, I'll spray it, and I'll do it, and it's still stiff enough that where if I'm to go in and curl it, I'll get these loose curls that fall through the day, but it's like without spraying tons of product in my hair. And I kind of like it. But you can definitely tell the difference between hair with the product and now the ends of my hair without them. Maybe it's not so much visual than it is feeling it. For $3.99, I suggest everybody go get them some of this. Now let me tell you the secrets that I have gotten from using this dry shampoo. So I went to take out my weave one day, and I was looking at the bottle, and I was thinking, I wonder. So typically when I quick weave my hair, it's on a cap. So when I take the cap off, there just a couple of places where the glue seep through the cap, and it's like on the top part of my hair. So what I did was, I was no longer 6 inches away. I was like right here, and I sprayed the areas that had the glue on my real hair, right? And when I did that, I let it dry, and I went and I used, first, I'm trying to remember, first I used this brush just because my hair is a little kinky or whatever, and so I use this brush to kind of break it up. And let me tell you, this stuff works like a charm, getting the little bit of glue out of your hair. What it did was it attached itself to the glue that was on my head, and it turned it into these itty bitty little balls, and these little balls. And as I started brushing, just all the little balls of glue started falling out my hair, and I was floored. And after I finished using this brush, I hit it with this one, and I mean, I literally combed all the glue on my hair. It didn't hurt, it didn't bother me, it was completely painless, no trouble at all. I absolutely loved it. So this is now my secret weapon when removing hair glue from my hair. It works like a charm. You heard it here first. Now, let me know if it works for you. It works for me. I don't know if it will work for you if you have like mounds and mounds of hair glue in your head. I don't know why you would have mounds and mounds of hair glue. If you do, I suggest that you run on down to your neighborhood beauty shop when no one else is in there, so people won't be like, WTF, you know. If you don't know how to use hair glue correctly, I suggest you don't do your own hair. But for those of us who do do it, I promise you, like, literally was retouching up one of my tracks on this side, and you know how sometimes you just get a little bit, so you just put a little glue on the side, and it literally, a ball of it dropped in the bottom of my hair. It was like little, it had dropped, the little droplets, and I didn't notice it because when I retouch up this side, I go and start curling up this side because I probably already retouched this side. So when I got here, it was dry. Honey, I just sprayed it on down, waited a couple minutes, and it just fell right out my hair. So I was just like, man, I am done. This was like the best thing, and it didn't even take out any of my hair. You know, typically you could just brush the hair glue out, but it would rip out some of your hair, but this did not. It did not rip out anything, and I promise you it is the best. So for $3.99, get it. I don't think you need to use any other kind. Best thing ever, okay? You heard it here first. Peace.